Porsche was, shut the f up. Porsche was founded in 1931 when the new car average price was $640. That wouldn't even get you that many tacos nowadays. Porsche started off by doing motor vehicle development and designed the Volkswagen Beetle. You don't say. They also made some tanks, but those, they f***ing suck. They're no good, no tanks. Stick to Beetles, Porsche. Stick to the Beetles, Punchbug. The Porsche Boxster, 996, came onto the scene in 1997. This is also the same year Mike Tyson bit a guy zero while boxing him. Kind of like how Porsche bit the front end off the Boxster and then just put it on 996. Oh. In the years. The MSRP on a 2001 Porsche 911 Turbo was $111,000. You could get 19,856 Fiesta taco salads from Taco Dinger for that. Easy choice. Making 415 horsepower for 111 grand sounds wacko and equals $267 per horsepower. Isn't the math. Today we sit down with an owner and have a good old chat. Driver to driver. Don't forget wheels, tires, suspension! Fitmentsters.com. Today we're here with Chicken Little. Let's not beat around the bush. How much you pay for that glorified punch bug?
He doesn't even...
You wrapped one.
Hey, whoa. It is a little bit...
How much you pay for a bad boy?
Oh, $53,000.
All right, so we got that out of the way.
Gordito Crunchwrap Supremes.
This is math. You don't need to know
cheesy
everything.
Roll-ups? It'd be about $50,000 without.
Do you like Taco Bell?
I love Taco Bell.
What's your favorite item at Taco Bell?
Cheesy roll-up.
Why? What?
Because it's a cheesy roll-up.
There's nothing in it. Yeah. It's just cheese rolled up.
Let me surprise you with something. Cheesy roll-ups are always a solid. You ever been to different Taco Bells where the quality is completely inconsistent? You can't mess up a tortilla and a cheese.
When you're at the lowest amount of quality, it's just pretty standard across the board.
That's true. That's why you go to Taco John's. Potato Olays.
I'm this close to just leaving this interview right now.
I was thinking about hitting you before I even sat down.
Okay. All right. Is it Porsche or is it Porsche?
If you own one and you're talking to somebody that owns one, it's a Porsche.
Porsche.
To the rest of the world, it's a Porsche. But it doesn't make anybody mad.
I feel like you get a little upset about it.
I don't.
A little bit?
No.
I feel like you judge somebody that says Porsche. Or porch.
No, I don't care.
Okay, all right. Good to know. Did your hairline start receding before or after?
You see, this is why Porsche. I'm so very glad that I asked how far were you going to go into the insults so that I could just gauge from my list of what I could throw back at you.
Okay, you made a list.
What was the question? I wasn't listening to you.
Did your hairline start receding before or after you bought the Porsche?
Before. When I was building my Datsun. That's when it started.
See, that's all I'm freaking asking.
I just couldn't hear you.
You don't gotta make every question difficult.
I'm sorry.
So why do you like Porsche so much? What about these Porsche luxury Taco John cars do you like so much?
Well, they're good. I don't know, they're fantastic. They're a great driving platform. They behave very well. They're fast, they're quick, controlled. They're not very exciting, like to look at, like actually.
They depreciate quite a bit.
Yeah. They do, a little bit. Not really, though. Air-cooled cars are still very expensive.
What was the MSRP of your car?
Like $135, I think.
And you bought it for what?
$50. That's a 34% depreciation on a car that's $135,000. It's not that bad.
It's in the math.
Actual math.
That is pretty bad, though. Okay.
How much was your car now?
All right, so you bought a car that had good paint, wrapped it to look like it had shitty paint.
Correct.
Then you bought a clap Ferrari that had worse paint than your hairline. Do you just got a thing for shitty paint, or what is going on? Do you just really enjoy bad paint?
I thought to myself, what could I do in the middle of wintertime? That would be a terrible financial decision. And so we bought the 430. With the 911, I figured, let's just do something fun, because I never really do anything that's like outside the box. So we did a distressed wrap. It's pretty fun. It's different. You know, it's like, why do you gage your ears?
Why I do that?
Yeah.
I did that when I was 16.
Still living with that.
Well, I'm stuck with it, brother.
Yeah.
It's there. I just gotta live with it. But I don't know. I guess I'd rather have earlobes than paint. Enough on me. Let's hear from our extremely cool and loyal YouTube community.
Don't forget to hit us up over at fitmentindustries.com.
Try a Car Guy 12 doesn't care you host so you want and wants to know, does the car community shame you for having the 996, the worst generation for 911?
No. Oh,
why?
God. I don't think a lot of people like 996s because they have the funky headlights. But if you look at a lot of different, like the GT4 right now, and a lot of the non-911s all feature weird headlights. I think it's just like, it was the first year that the 996 came water-cooled from air-cooled, so it was controversial by nature. But I think a lot of people have actually kind of grown out of that. Like, they're actually working back there.
Pardon?
We're trying to have a delicate discussion.
Very intelligent conversation.
With Dakota. That usually happens. The 996 is, I would say that the 996, if I were to like compare it to what a lot of people have said in terms of like reliability and stuff like that, the 996 is pretty bulletproof. I mean, it's a really good car. The 997.1s, you're better off getting a 996.2. The 997.2 is pretty good. The 991.1 is not that good.
Why do they have all these points? Why is there all these
Because there's
decimal
usually
cars?
two facelifts or two versions within a generation. You have a 991.1 and then a 991.2. The new 992, that's a pretty good looking car. That's a 911.
That's too many numbers for me.
But it's in the math.
I don't know about that. Don't take my lines. Orange IS, what inspired the wrap on your car and what does the number 17 represent to you?
The wrap was just, we took a look at one of the Porsche Cup liveries and we
Was
thought,
it like a car that got destroyed?
when cars go on racetracks, sometimes damage does occur.
Like that?
Yeah. I mean, a little bit.
I don't know what you're
You
racing.
go to a lot of racetracks before?
I've seen plenty of races and
You go to a racetrack in person?
There's not too many
You go to a lot
people
of
that look
racetracks
like
in
that.
person? You go in person?
I've been to a few races in person.
How many?
Probably 4. How many have you been to?
Like 4. I was trying to say that neither of us have been to a lot, but now you just f***ing ruined the whole thing. Thanks. Where was the question?
You're getting too off track here. What's the point of the wrap?
Oh,
what's the point of the number?
Your question was about the wrap and the
It's not
number.
my question, it's the community.
It was, we just wanted to do something different, and we took a look at a livery kit that was made for the 2019 Porsche Cup car, and we said, well, what would it look like if it was done in 2001? And then what would happen if that was kept on the car for like 19 years? And that's what we got, was that distressed livery look. And the number 17 was the year that my wife and I got married.
Oh,
Love.
Love.
Straight love.
There's a 17 love. I was saying I was trying to look cuter than Ron Weasley and asked, what box dye does Alex use for his hair?
You're never supposed to box dye your hair. My wife will tell you that specifically. Don't do it. Bad idea. Don't box hair. Doesn't matter how much money you save.
Did you find that out the hard way?
No.
Oh.
I've learned.
Oh.
Just don't do it.
Rabbit Shot asks, okay, how reliable is it?
It's pretty reliable. It's actually very reliable. It's the most reliable vehicle in the world. No, it's not. It's actually very
I
reliable.
was gonna say, what the hell?
It's really good. The turbos don't have an IMS bearing issue, so you don't have to worry about that. Turbos are good. I mean, the motor was still
I'm sure it's
very
pretty
strong.
reliable when you never drive it.
It is also more reliable when you don't drive it, yeah.
I've seen you drive it like 4 times, and I've seen it in the shop like 6 times. So,
It's because I, work on things and
work on what? It doesn't move.
you see how tight that fitment is, brother?
No.
It doesn't just happen by itself.
It doesn't
Sorry,
tight-
not all of us can have air suspension, static life.
You can't rep static life and still be 3 feet off the ground.
Yeah, I can. Function.
I'm up to here with you. This close. I'm cutting it. Joe DeBrew asks, does it come with a golf bag and membership to a country club?
I don't golf. It comes with an authenticity card if you're looking for weird things.
Aaron Bowden wants to know, how does having a more expensive car factor in when you want to indulge in aftermarket accessories that may bring the value down on a more luxury vehicle / how do you rationalize it in your mind coming from an economical standpoint?
I feel like he should have been the one here asking the questions, not you.
Well,
'Cause
if
his
you
were
love him so much, why don't you marry him?
His were well more thought out. We could replace.
His were well more, no.
We could Send in your resume.
You know who picked that question? Big Day Dakota. That's who picked that question. Now answer it.
You can do mods to pretty much anything, and as long as you have the parts with the vehicle to sell, you won't lose that much. You'll lose a lot if you have a good chunk of mods and higher miles on the car.
All right. Monaco asks, who pissed in your headlights?
Wow. That's not very nice.
Why'd you cover up the scrambled egg headlights?
I don't know, because it looked fun.
Look better?
I don't know if it looked better. It's got HIDs. I think it actually looked better.
Why yellow?
Because that's the GT color class for the headlights.
And P. So what do y'all have done to your front porch?
Turbos, intercooler, exhaust, tune, Motown Club Sports, electronic dampers, Brembo brakes.
And how much of that did you do to it?
I did the tune, we did the pinned coolant lines, we revised the intake and the exhaust, and then I think the only thing that came with the car would be the GT28 turbos and the injectors and a couple other things here and there. Like the GT2 seats and stuff in there came with the car. The molded speaker case thing in the back came with the car, yeah.
How much would you say you have into it?
Wheels and tires.
That's it?
Yeah, it's mostly just labor. The tune was probably like $1,000.
That's an expensive ass tune. What the hell?
It's a good tune.
Was it like dyno tune?
No.
Don't tell me it's just some flash tune.
It's not a flash tune.
Okay.
But it's a good tune.
For $1,000, I hope so. Christ, bro. Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Porsche owners just got money just coming out of your pee-filled headlights. How come you have all that stuff done to it, but you don't drive it?
That's a good question.
I know. I'm a good, smart guy.
Yeah, you didn't ask that one though.
Yes, I did.
All your questions have been terrible.
That was my question.
Oh, was it?
Where have you been?
I take it all back. That was a terrible question.
Tricked them. Who's the real smarty pants? What issues have you had with the car?
When you come up here and you sit down and you grab your miniature saxophone and your Ronald McDonald shoes, do you think to yourself, today's the day? Today's the day that I'm really gonna shine.
You think just because your shoelaces go different than everybody else's, you're better than everybody else, or what?
No, not really.
You came here to judge a man's shoes? I'm talking about your car.
Oh.
What issues have you had with the car, Alex?
None. Not really.
So you want piss-filled headlights?
I like it. Looks nice.
What's been wrong with it?
There's been some times where there's been an overboost that we had to fix because we had one of the diverter valves break.
Tell me more. I know more has been going wrong with it.
There's really, I mean, that is the issue. We went to tune it, and then we had an O-ring that popped out of one of the diverter valves that was causing a boost leak so that it would overboost and go into limp mode. So we had to tear apart the top end, or the top diverter valve, and get it fixed. That would probably be the issue.
Are you happy you went with a Porsche, or do you wish you went with something with worse paint?
I am happy with my car. I really like it. Is
that why it's for sale?
I mean, in terms of like wanting to like drive it more, I think that would be the only thing I'd really want to do more is just drive it. But I do enjoy them. They're not bad. There's been nothing really majorly wrong with it. The 2001s are fine. What do you think was wrong with it?
Piss filled in the headlights.
That's it?
I just thought you had more issues with it because you never ever drive it.
I just don't drive it. I just never have time. It's stuck. Look.
I got in it once. I stalled it right away. Is that why you don't drive it? Is the clutch just finicky? Probably working on a porch. It's literally parked in a spot where you couldn't even take it out if you wanted to right now.
I know, that's the worst part. Is like I was even gonna take the other one, the 82 today, and I was like, that doesn't have heat. So I can't take that. So then I just
So you have a bunch of Porsches and you don't drive any of them.
Well,
you just drive the fucking Silverado everywhere.
Gets her done, you know?
Last question of the day.
You're lying.
Do you have any advice for someone wanting to get a Beetle?
Yes, I have a lot of advice.
Okay, I'm ready.
For somebody that doesn't want to get a Beetle. So if you get a 996, don't get anything besides the turbo if you can. The IMS bearings grenade in a 996 generation and will cause a complete engine teardown. 997.1s and 996s, 996.2s are very, very similar. And so you can actually get a better bang for your buck if you get like a 2001, 2002 turbo versus getting a 997 variant, because those are like 80 grand right now. With the 991.1s, Those have this weird engine malfunction. Porsche, I think it was a 991 that they guaranteed up to 100,000 miles. So
you said they were like reliable.
They are, but there's so many trims in the lineage.
And they changed the engine in all of them?
Yeah, so there's a 3.6, a 3.8, a 4.0, 3.2, 3-liter. 991.1s, don't buy those unless you have the warranty. Otherwise, if your motor grenades, you're out of luck. And
you're cut off. No more. I think that about wraps up. Thanks for Lions Tech Tips coming on the show and talking about his back porch. Don't forget wheels, tires, spaghetti. Fitment Industries. It was fun talking about your porch.
what was the name of that guy so I can send him a resume?
I don't know. I'd have to look back at my notes. I have very extensive notes. I don't have time to go back and talk to you.
I can't believe I pay you for this.